Okay, welcome to this energetic weather report. We're looking at the neutrino stream that is coming through and the information that is being transmitted into the earth via the breath of the stars. Such amazing stuff. This is Human Design Transit Report here with Siddhanta. We are looking at the 11th of August 2024. Now, first of all, just want to look into the personality sun here. What happens is this is talking on a personality side of design, the personality crystal stream that's coming in. The personality, it doesn't do anything as such. It's around awareness. It's around the witness. So what can we be aware of at the moment? What is the background? What is the background frequency that can be having an impact on our mind right now in the mental field? So in the sun, we have, by the way, it's a first line day today. So what does that mean? It's a first line day. This is a really good day to be investigating, looking into new possibilities. Doing your research. This is a good day to be doing your research, whatever it needs to be in your life. It might be gardening. It could be your relationship. It could be something that your child is, some sport your child is wanting to get. This is a good time to be investigating into those areas and doing the necessary work to be informed. So you can lay down, it's all about the foundational work. Okay, but it's really interesting because at the moment, the theme, if we look at the nodes, and they are still in place at the moment, we have the North Node thematic there is no human is an island. It's about this interpersonal, interdependent connection, looking at those things at the moment. We've been looking into that for a while, and a lot of people are feeling that. So who are we within our groups? Who are we within our tribes? Who are you within yourself? And who are the ones that are supporting you there? This is really being reviewed at the moment in that North Node as we move into the future. We're looking at who is for me here? Who is with me in my journey? Who am I supporting in their journey? This is a really big theme right now. So keep moving into that. And as we go into the personality sun and earth, you'll get a bit of an idea as to the best thing to do today. Again, it's a first line day. So looking at those foundations, your interpersonal relationships, whether it be intimate, whether it be family, friendships, looking into those things. Investigating where are the foundations here? Who are the ones that are really a strong foundation for me at the moment? And so we have that North Node pointing towards that interpersonal relationship with gate 17, which is the gate of opinion. And we have the line 5 still in place. No human is an island. That's the theme there. Moving into the future, understanding that South Node, where are we coming from? Again, the 5th line therapy. It's the gate 18. Work on what has been spoilt. Work on what has been spoilt. The gate of correction. We're moving through a time at the moment where we're looking at the things that have been going wrong and we're wanting to correct them. But not just correct them. We have that 5th line, the 5th line theme of going into therapy. This is looking in, but also allowing others to help us and also looking at who can we help. This interdependent connection where it's a giving and taking. It's a very fair energy at the moment. And the nodes are saying, look at who's with you. Are they for you or are they against you? The people that you have in your life, are you for them or against them? This is about going through the necessary internal process to understand yourself and the relationships you're in. Now, right today on this first line, what's coming through in the personality sun is the gate 4. Gate 4 today, we have youthful folly, the gate of formalization. Now listen up. The energy to beguile and succeed despite ignorance, freedom from retribution. We have the one line. It's a one-line day, remember today, and this gate 4, the first line, foundational piece here is pleasure. This is saying, look, why are we in relationships? If you look at it, if it's not bringing some form of pleasure, you're in the relationship probably for the wrong reason. There could be other, it's good to look at it. Why am I getting pleasure from this? Okay, because we are creatures of pleasure. And we are designed to move towards that which pleases. Interesting that it's the first line, right? First line in the hexagram in that gate 4 is the foundation is pleasure. That youthful folly. To have joy in life, you must be seeking the pleasure. So where is it? In the exaltation, it says, the instinct to know the right moment and circumstances where pleasure is rewarded and not punished. Okay? The potential to recognize that there is a natural timing to the understanding process. So, as I said before, with this whole piece around relationships, where you stand in that, the interpersonal connections, is there joy there? Maybe it needs to be reestablished. Maybe it's about establishing joy again in your relationship. So important. That background frequency is here right now with the gate 4 in our personality sun. The detriment to that, timing is not a product of discipline. Exaggerated self-discipline leads to the abuse of pleasure. The potential to recognize, but the urge to force the timing. So again, this doesn't mean that you to be mindful of the detriment and the exaltation here. We can go either way. It's looking into this so there's the least amount of resistance, but bring into your awareness, where's the pleasure in the relationship? Where's the pleasure in your interpersonal connections? Make sure that's there. It's foundational, right? As we move into our personality Earth, we have the Earth has moved into gate 49, the gate of principles, okay? The law of necessity. And this is the gate 49 is the gate of revolution. And so you could look at this, that in our relationships, we're going through a revolution of what that means. And I'm seeing this across the board. People being more truthful and honest to themselves. This is a really good time to go into this. Being really honest to themselves and really looking at their own needs, but in light of the relationship they're in as well. It's not a this or that. It's a more interpersonal, interdependent view on things. It's not that we want to walk away from our relationships and be done. It's actually looking at our relationships in a new way. How do I really leverage off these relationships so there's more joy, not only for me, but for them? It's like looking at relationships from the standpoint of that one line, the law of necessity around, it's a necessary thing to have a revolution at times. Sometimes there needs to be a revolt within the family unit, within the relationship. There needs to be a revolution. Something needs to turn over. If you look at revolution, has the word evolution in it. To evolve is to revolve. Okay, it's a turning over into a new time. This is a beautiful time to be doing such things. So in the personality Earth is that gate of principles. Gate 49, revolution, the law of necessity. Revolution has no support unless it is perceived as necessary. Look into it right now. Your relationships, your work, your interpersonal connections. Is there a need for a revolution? That's the background frequency. That's the energy that's going on here. Let's have a look at the exaltation in this gate. The understanding and application of this law to maximize expansion of support and thereby ensure viability. Okay, so looking at this, applying this shifting and changing in your relationships, ensuring that it's viable to do so. Yeah, the awareness that the potential of a principle is based on it being accepted as viable. So that we're looking at, this is the gate of principles. What are the principles in which your relationship is based on? Look at that. Maybe they need to shift and change because we're always shifting and changing. This is a good time to look at those principles within your relationship. Sit with your partner, sit with your children, sit with those, your business partner, whoever. At the moment, it's like a good time to work through, look at the foundations and go, hang on, are we missing the point here? Is there any joy in what we're doing? You see, if we're not doing anything from a place of joy, we're doing it out of this duty that is not going to be compelling or driving for us. This is a good time to be looking into these energies. Personality Earth, the misuse of influence to insist, this is the detriment, the misuse of influence to insist that necessity can be created out of action. The helter-skelter syndrome, to commit acts of disorder as proof that disorder exists. oversensitivity to rejection that can turn a principle into a crusade. You see what I mean? Like, we need to be mindful as well. Even though I'm giving this information, don't just go changing things for the sake of changing things, to go, things aren't right, and so you do something that's not correct in order to prove that that thing was not right. That helter-skelter kind of, you are going into detriment because there's a detriment. It's just fighting fire with fire. We don't want to go into that. If there's anything I've learned with human design, and anything in life for that matter, is that we need to look into the dualities. If there's been tension, then look at where is the joy. Because if there's been a lot of tension, if the tension in the relationship or the partnership or whatever is, if there's tension there, or there's difficulty there, or there's resistance, then look for the opposite of that. Where is the ease? Where is the joy? Where is the peace? Because it has to be there somewhere. Everything is about a duality. Everything is a binary. So wherever there is joy, there's also sadness. Wherever there's up, there's also down. It's the way it works. So that we have, let's have a quick look at the moon here, and the moon is in gate 28, preponderance of the great, the gate of the game player, the transitoriness of power and influence. We have the line 4, which is holding on, the ability through whatever means to keep one's grip. So this is really, the moon is pointing us towards what is worth holding on to at the moment. And if it's worth holding on to, what needs to change? What part of the evolution needs to be spoken about, shared about? And, in your interpersonal relationships, what can you investigate into right now? Again, it's a one-line day. Which is the line of the investigator. What can you be looking into? Today is a good day. You've got a Sunday with your partner, with your family, with whoever. What can you be looking into today? Investigating. Doesn't mean that you have to put everything in place. This is being an investigator together, looking into those things. This is a good day to do so. So I hope that transit report was encouraging for you. That background frequency, it's good to look at what are those things that you're feeling you still need to hold on to, that are important to hold on to, and what kind of revolution needs to be brought in to bring in new foundations for a movement into the future. I hope that was helpful for you, and I'm sending all my love. See you in the next report.